It has been said that Manchester United are or would be interested in signing Emiliano Martinez. And obviously, there's a whole lot of debate going on online with everything with regards to Emiliano Martinez. And there's a whole lot like with what fans are saying and all of that. But I just want to know your thoughts, basically, about this whole Emiliano Martinez situation because we as Man United fans, we need to be very specific about what we want. We need to be very resolute about what we want, about the things that we are determined to get if we're going to deal with, having to sign any player from, from any position. And we need to get the best. We need to get the best deals. We need to get the best options, the best positions, and everything in between. So, which brings me to my question. Is Emiliano Martinez the best option for Manchester United when it comes to the goalkeeping department? Because that's been the cause of a debate, even online and everything in between. Ben Jacobs has said on various platforms, including like his Twitter page and on United Stand podcast, and he said that Emiliano Martinez will be interested in joining Manchester United, and Aston Villa would like to also sell him because of PSR issues and everything in between. Also, Emiliano Martinez has made it clear that he is interested in moving to Manchester United this summer due to their PSR position. Aston Villa are refusing to rule out a sale. It could cost up to 40 million. And that's where my problem or my bone of contention comes from. 40 million pounds for Emiliano Martinez, who is 32 years old. I know we've done it before with Edwin van der Sar from Fulham, but this is different. I feel this is different because with Edwin van der Sar then we didn't know. And now we are about to push out a good goalkeeper who is pretty much on par, albeit younger, with Emiliano Martinez, and even did better than Emiliano Martinez last season in the Premier League. But there is also a growing concern, or there was kind of like some rumors that Onana is leaving Manchester United, will be open to leaving Manchester United, but also Ben Jacobs was saying in that podcast that Onana hasn't been told anything, so he's going to stay. He intends to stay at Manchester United. But then within fans, they want Onana gone, and they want, I don't know how Manchester United fans can kind of avoid going into the same cycle as always, as with De Gea. They wanted him gone and everything. Yeah, I too also was guilty of that. I wanted De Gea gone to an extent. But with De Gea, they wanted him gone and he left. And then with Andre Onana, now they want him gone after 2 seasons. He's had 1 good season and 1 bad season, right? And even the bad season is not even as bad as Emi Martinez that you're seeing here. His bad season is not even as bad as Emi Martinez. We're going to look at some stats and we're going to break it down. But now fans want him gone. Fans want him to leave and all that. So thinking about it, basically, and drawing our comparisons and all of that, because it's making us kind of relieve some De Gea moments here. It's making us relieve some De Gea moments, right? And we have to think about it. We have to think about it critically, right? We want best in class, right? Also, we want cheap, or we want reasonable price. And we want to replace our goalkeeper. Just looking at the Premier League website and just comparing both players only in the Premier League, because that's a competition they both played, right? That's the logic behind comparing both of them in the Premier League. That's the competition they both played, and you can measure them based on that, right? That's cool. Now, because if we're going to measure them both in Europe and all that, it will not balance. It won't balance well. But if we're going to measure them based on a tournament they both played, since we are going in for another goalkeeper, we're going to measure them based on the Premier League. Albeit, Martinez is 32, going to be 33 in September. And we want to pay 40 million for him because of the length of his contract and because of PSR rules. I would rather we go on for another player. I'd rather we go for another goalkeeper. So, speaking of another goalkeeper, Napoli are in negotiations with Torino for Vanja Milinković-Savić for 18 million euros transfer fee. Talks took place today as Napoli want to anticipate Man United and more clubs keen. Now, there's been some talk about Vanja being like such a good goalkeeper and all of that. I've watched some things, I've seen some things. These are coming from Mr. Romano, by the way. I've watched some things, I've seen some things, and I believe that obviously Vanja is a good goalkeeper. I've seen his highlights reel and saves, and I won't say I've watched the games to be able to tell that Vanja is a good goalkeeper, but I can see that he's a good goalkeeper. Or even a better option than because he's kind of like an unknown quantity. Emiliano Martinez is a known quantity. He is one player that I don't like so much because of the way he sees the game, his unsportsmanlike behaviors, like I know we as Man United fans want a little bit of, there's a word I'm looking for. We as Man United fans want a little bit of shithousery, if I can use that word. But in truth, there is a certain level of that you can tolerate as a fan and even as an opposing or a neutral. But with Emi, he's just straight out characteristically disgusting when it comes to how he sees the game, how he taunts other teams, how he taunts other players. He doesn't do it for fun. He does it to annoy and rile, which is all about what the game is all about these days. But I can't remember any goalkeeper of recent memory that must have done or half the things that Emi Martinez has done. So Vanja Milinković-Savić, good goalkeeper. Man United could be interested. There's been rumors all summer. It's 80 million euros. It is a deal we can strike. Even if they tell us 18 million euros and we go for 20 million euros, we can sign this guy and he'll be a big competition for Onana. And then that would mean that we'd have 4 goalkeepers. We might need to let go of one because obviously Tom Heaton has signed a 1-year deal. So yeah, we could send Altay there on loan, or we could sell him, make some money, recoup the money that we used to sign Vanja, and we might not necessarily need to sell Onana. And you'll be surprised, why am I being biased and why am I being supportive of Onana, considering that he's made loads of errors leading to goals and all of that. Now, let us do some stats. In the Premier League alone, for appearances, Onana has 34 and Emiliano Martinez has 37. So he's played more. Cool. Clean sheets, Onana has 9. Emiliano Martinez has 8. Saves, Onana has 90. Emiliano Martinez has 100. Cool. Now, if that's an overview, if you are going to go by total, like details into detail and all that, clean sheets, Onana has 9. Emiliano Martinez has 8. Goals conceded, Onana has conceded 44 last season, 24-25 season, by the way. Onana conceded 44. Emiliano Martinez conceded 45. Saves, Onana 90, as I said. Emiliano Martinez 100. For saves per match, 2.65 to Onana, and then 2.70 to Emiliano Martinez. Save success rate 67.16 to Emiliano Martinez's 68.97. And then penalties faced 4 to Emi Martinez 2. Penalties saved 1 each. Punches, Onana 13, Emi 3. High claims, Onana 22, Emi 56. Sweeper clearances, Onana 10, Emi 24. And then throw-outs, Onana 136, Emi 132. These are basic stats we can go if we're gonna. Then with regards to matches, minutes played, Onana played 30-60 minutes to Emi's 31-95. And then if we're to go by disciplines, so Onana has no yellow cards, red cards, fouls, penalties conceded, and offsides. But Emi Martinez has 5 yellow cards, 1 red card, 2 fouls, right? Hasn't considered any penalty. We're not comparing both. We're coming here and we're not comparing both players, and we're trying to say, oh, Emi Martinez is a better player. Look at it. The stats in itself tell the full story. With regards to team play, basically, big chances created, they've both created 1. Passes, 1,165 to Emiliano Martinez to 1,248. Pass completion, 69%. Emi Martinez, 77%. Passes forward, 591. Emi, 547. Right? Touches, 1,455 to Emi's 1,583. Through balls, Andre Onana, 1. Emi, 0. So they are pretty much the same when it comes to stats. They're not far off each other. So it's not like, oh, Emiliano Martinez is basically a better version or a better goalkeeper than Andre Onana. Like, we're going to spend 40 million for a player that might probably not give us 5 years, to Onana, who will give us another 5-6 years. And they are both, and Onana is 20-something, I think 29, and Emi is 32, going to be 33, right? So, what are we talking about here? We as fans, we just want the next shiny thing. We just want the next best thing. When we had De Gea, we all said, oh, De Gea needs to go. De Gea needs to leave. Blah, 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 blah. Now he's left. We're seeing revisionism everywhere. Fans are saying, oh, why did we let De Gea go? Why did we sell him? This, and that. That is not what it's supposed to be. We back our players until the club says they don't want them anymore. The information Andre Onana has is that he's staying. He's not leaving. So let's think about these things and be smart about how we carry out our business, and be smart about how we do our things, especially with our players and with our goalkeepers. So that's my take on all of this. Emiliano Martinez can annoy someone. He can be very annoying. He can be very, very annoying. And I'm not saying that if we sign him, he will not be good for us. But he's also almost as good as Andre Onana. Pretty much. Andre Onana has played less games than him and has 9 clean sheets and he has 8. So are we like moving from Andre Onana to Andre Onana 2.0? Why don't we just go for another unknown quantity if we're looking for another goalkeeper, if we want to just replace Andre Onana? For Emi Martinez, well, you all know my thoughts. I want to know your thoughts and feelings about this. Well, Emiliano Martinez, I would literally stay away from Emiliano Martinez, because obviously there is so many factors with behavior, with character, with the way he carries himself on the pitch. I know mentality monsters are going to say, oh, he has the mentality of a winner and all of that. What has he won except for the World Cup, right? The World Cup winner, no doubt. Andre Onana, yeah, Champions League finalist, right? He's won some trophies in his life, even with Ajax, right? What are we talking about? This is what it is. Let me know your thoughts and feelings about this in the comment section. And let the debate continue. I just had to say my own piece, and we'll probably invite like other panelists to have these kinds of conversations about players like Andre Onana and Emiliano Martinez. So let me know your thoughts and feelings in the comment section, and I'll see you on the next one. Take care, goodbye, and God bless.